listening to the most original talk radio station anywhere. We are LA Talk Radio at latalkradio.com.
You're listening to Question Reality. Question Reality with Priscilla Leona. Priscilla Leona. Only on LA Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome to Question Reality. I'm your host, Priscilla Leona, and we're coming to you live from Studio City, California. And you can catch our show every Sunday from 5 p.m. to 5:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, our show is about informative entertainment, and it's done in a fun, upbeat improv style. We provide you with tips, advice, and resource information on how you can pursue a career in show business. We have guests that work in various professions in the entertainment industry, so that means that you'll have someone from a career that you will definitely be interested in. If you want to know who will be on our show in the future, you can visit the Question Reality official website, and that address is questionreality.us, not .com. Everyone types in questionreality.com and they get some other website, and I get emails. Questionreality.us for United States. If you want to check out any of our past guests, read their bios, listen or download any of the shows, where you are now, which is on the LA Talk Radio website, if you're listening to my cute little voice now, you go up to the top and you'll see the Schedule 1 link right at the top of the LA Talk Radio website. You look for the show Question Reality in the time slot of Sunday at 5 o'clock. You click on the link and it'll take you directly to our archive page. And on the archive page, it has all of the past guests, and you can peruse at your own leisure. You can also download any of our shows from iTunes under the podcast section. And from what I understand, we also are in the middle of developing our own applications. The LA Talk Radio station is developing is Albert, is it iTunes? It's for iPhone. iTunes, iPhone, iPad, so I will keep you abreast about that in the near future. Now, we would love for you to call in and ask questions or provide comments on any of the guests that we have on the show, but we ask that you call between 5:20 and 5:30. And when you call in, we take your calls directly. You don't have to go through a screening process. The call-in number is right in front of you if you are listening to the show live, and it's area code 323-203-0815. Now, as everybody sent me emails, is Mother Love really on your show? Oh, no. Yes, she is here, but she's not talking yet. I'm saving her for a couple minutes. Mother Love is here in the studio. I will let her say hi, but you're not getting any more than that. Welcome, Mother Love.
Hi.
Mother Love. Every time I hear her name, I want to start singing that Steve Miller song. They call me Mother Love. Actually, it's Dr. Love, but they call me Mother Love. I changed it a little bit.
Isn't that Kiss?
No, it's Steve. Oh, it might be Kiss.
I thought that was Kiss.
Wow, it's either Kiss or the Steve Miller Band. I'm not sure.
It's Kiss.
Oh my God, Mother Love knows it's Kiss. All right, I'm confused. I only know 80s bands. If it's prior to the 80s, I don't know what it is. Okay, so we are going to talk to Mother Love. She is here live, and we are going to have the pleasure of discussing a whole bunch of stuff. She's going to be talking up a storm, but I do have a couple of things my advertisers want you to know. There's exciting stuff coming up. First, there are two special panels happening at the Showbiz Expo at the LA Convention Center on April 25th. Tickets at the Showbiz Expo are free. You know, I love free. Free if you RSVP before April 22nd. The panels cost $15 each, and with the caliber of people that they are going to have, I expect that these panels are going to be gone in no time. So you want to jump in, Get it right now. Some of the topics are going to be how to write and sell a spec script. That is Sunday, April 25th from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. So here's some of the people that are going to be on the panel. Wait till we hear this. David Boxerbaum, he's an APA literary agent. Karen Foster, she's the co-producer at DreamWorks for How to Train Your Dragon, which is the new movie out. Bonnie McBeard, screenwriter for Tron. Gabrielle Pantera, the executive producer of Gosh TV. Sasha Rothschild, who's writing Universal's How to Get Divorced by 30. Oh, that's a trip. Robin Rowe, yay! Robin Rowe, who gives us all of our wonderful information from Screenplay Labs. He's a COO of Movie Editor. .com. There's another class which is social media for film and TV. That's Sunday, April 25th from 3:30 to 4:30. Here are the people that are going to be on there. Wait till you hear this panel. You're writing this down. His name is Adam Armas. He's the executive producer for NBC TV show Heroes. Love that show. Also have a friend, David Lawrence, who's on there. Yay, David Lawrence. He plays, oh God, what does David Lawrence play? What character? The Puppet Master. Yeah. Jan Coleman, she's the executive producer for MTV TV's The Buried Life, which is a new show. Fantastic, sort of like The Bucket List. Tom Green, now it's not that Todd, it's Todd Green, not Tom Green, Todd Green. He's the NPRM Public Relations VP of Digital Media. Gabrielle Pantera, she is the executive producer again of Gosh TV. She'll be on that panel too. Jeff Raghavan, who's the COO of Buddy Media, and again, Robin Rowe, COO of MovieEditor.com, and he'll be on that panel. And White Collar, which is, oh my God, I don't know if you people have seen that show, White Collar, but it is hot. I love that show. White Collar panel. The panel is going to be April 6th. That already passed. Well, that's old. Isn't it past April 6th? Well, that's out. Forget I said that. Damn, I missed that. Oh, boy, that actor was on there, too. My God. Okay, so, again, Screenplay Lab Mixer. Robin Rowe is at it again. At April 22nd, he's going to be at the Elegant Sidebar by Wolfgang Puck, which is in the Regency Beverly Wilshire Hotel, 9500 Wilshire Boulevard at Rodeo Drive. And as you know, that hotel is where they filmed Pretty Woman. It was filmed there. Business casual cocktail attire drinks start at $6, but check with your server, because this is a really fancy place where the prices can go much higher. I always drink my Long Island iced teas. They usually run me about $15, so don't be thinking you're going to get a Long Island iced tea if you're a beginning actor. So, bring your own flask. That's what I did. Okay, so let's see. Ask about the special drinks. The appetizers, desserts, 7 to 10 p.m. free. Again, please order something to drink and eat. Yay. They want the money, honey. All about the money. Okay, so lastly, Turner Classic Movies Film Festival. Ooh, a lot of people have been asking me about that. It's April 22nd to April 25th, and they're kicking off the 4-day event with a world premiere of a new restoration of George Cukor's A Star is Born, 1954. I don't know if any of you know that. A lot of my audience is young, but that was a good movie, right, Mother Love?
Excellent.
And they're screening Metropolis, 1927. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. That's really good. And they just got a ton of stuff. Space Odyssey, the producers and writers, director Mel Brooks will also be receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame during the festival. So that's pretty exciting. And TCM primetime host Robert Osborne with Mel Brooks. And there's going to just be a ton of stars there. So check that out. It's TCM, which is TurnerClassicMovies.com festival. And the next thing is Digital Hollywood and Variety Summit. That's on May 3rd through 6th. Digital Hollywood Content Summit. That's at Lowe's Santa Monica Beach Hotel. Filmmakers Lounge at Venice Room, Santa Monica. Prices start at $95. Add $100 to participate if you want to do the Variety Summit. And lastly, we have the New Media Film Festival, June 11th through 13th. Celebrate the art of storytelling in the digital age. And boy, we are in the digital age. Aren't we, Mother Love?
We are. We're there.
Damn. And a unique 3D viewing pajama party. Now, I don't even know what the hell that would be. I don't even know. They give me this stuff to advertise. What the hell is that? What's a unique 3D viewing pajama party? Where you sit around in your pajamas and put 3D glasses on and watch... What, Halloween, the movie from 1984? I don't know what that is. But it's a celebrity red carpet and opening night film shot on red. Oh, does that explain what it is? Woo, I should have read that. It's a celebrity red carpet and opening night film shot on red. Okay. Panel discussions with Ted Shilowitz, red camera. Per Peterson, he's a 3D expert. He shot Peter Jackson. Panasonic, Greg Reitman, which is the Sundance winner. And that'll be at the Downtown Los Angeles Theater. And that's 251 South Main Street. Now, if you want to check out the website, it's newmediafilmfestival.com. newmediafilmfestival.com. And I think I've been talking, and now it's time for somebody else to talk. I am about to introduce the one, the only, the mother and the love together, mother and love, mother love. And let me just tell you a little bit about her, just real brief. I'm going to do a real brief bio on her. You may remember her from the popular daytime show called Forgive or Forget. I never miss that show. I love it because I forgive, but I never forget being a Scorpio, as all of you know, which, by the way, Albert John played at the House of Blues on Friday, and some of you weren't there, and you said you were going to be there, but I may not remember. She is a published author. She's a veteran of television sitcoms, radio talk, and music shows. She's probably judging me right now as I'm doing my little intro, but I'll talk to her later about it. She's a film actress, an advice columnist, a motivational speaker, and humorist. And these days, the multi-talented and even more fabulous, super-duper Cooper fabulous, Mother Love is on a mission. And she is on a mission to inform, educate, and enlighten people everywhere on the importance of better managed diabetes. And Mother Love has lost over 100 pounds and improved her diabetes management through hard choices, a healthy lifestyle, all of the changes that incur with that. And she speaks to audiences across America on health, love, and life issues. And the 6th annual Mother Love Diabetes Awareness Bus, woo! She's got herself a bus. I want a bus. A bus and truck tour 2010 is sponsored by Novo Nordisk U.S. And she is also the 2010 spokesperson for ADA's Choose to Live campaign, which is geared towards women of color, age 35 and over. And Mother Love has been tapped by Aetna Insurance Company. Well, I can't imagine why every company hasn't come after Mother Love. But she's also going to be the face and voice for their faith-based initiative for 2009 and 10. Is that in the spirit of health, where she presented at 100 churches in 100 days. My God. She continues in that role through 2010 and beyond. And also in 2010, she has been elevated to research ambassador. My God, this woman must be busy. With the American Diabetes Association, and she's the national spokesperson for Abcott's, is it Glucerna?
Glucerna.
Woo! Glucerna products. And she's done over 200 radio interviews. I'm definitely being judged right now. Now I'm totally paranoid. To promote diabetes awareness since December 2006 with the American Diabetes Association's I Decide to Fight diabetes campaign. She's a published author, veteran of television sitcoms, a radio talk show, and music shows. Here she is, Mother Love. I think we need a sound effect. We need a drum. Mother Love.
Why, thank you, Priscilla.
And Kennedy, who's sitting here giving me the eye. He's making sure he's going to kick me under the table if I do something wrong.
You and me both.
Hey, so what's going on, Mother Love?
Well, you just said it all right there. I thought that was going to be a short bio.
I know, but I was so fixated. I thought, Oh my God, it just keeps going on. I wanted to tell just in case we missed anything.
Well, that was pretty much it.
Well, now the show's over, everybody.
Thank you very much for playing. It's been lovely.
Show's over.
Real.
I just read everything. But we're actually going to break it down into topics because the first one that I want to talk about, which was my absolute favorite, and I hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
I never missed Forgive or Forget. Now, let's talk about how did you come to do that show? What was it like being on the show and why you left the show?
It was amazing. You want the radio version? You want the real version?
I want the real version.
Okay, well,
we don't do radio or TV versions here.
Well, the real version is they came to me and asked me. They would call me often and ask me to come and shoot a pilot for them. They had an idea, and so they came and they said they had an idea to shoot this show and would I come and do it? And at first I said no. Because every time I come and work with you guys, you always kick me to the curb and you give the show to somebody else. So no, I'm not going to do it.
Had that happened before?
With them, yeah. They
and with them, you mean, who are you?
This particular studio.
Oh, a studio.
It was a studio.
Okay.
And so I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it because you guys, you treat me like a bad relationship. You don't
or
want
a stepchild.
Yeah, I liken it to a bad relationship, not a stepchild.
Okay.
And so anyway, they asked me to come and do it. And so my business manager, who happens to be my husband, said,
Yo, Kennedy.
yeah, he goes, you should do that. This will be good for you. You should do it. I'm like, look, I'm tired of them kicking me to the curb. Do it anyway. So then I agreed to do it, and then I thought it was going to be shot here in Los Angeles. Then they go, no, we want you to go to New York. We're going to uproot you and your family, take all your kids, take everything you got, and go to New York City and shoot it from New York. I'm like, it's cold in New York.
But did they say you were going to be getting like 6 or 7 figures, so pack your bags? That's what made me move.
See, for me, and I know people might think this is crazy. I've been in this business a very long time, and the one thing I have never, ever done, I have never chased the money. So it's not about, I mean, it is about the money. I mean, because I want to get paid.
I want
to get some chips too. Somebody got to pay the house.
Potato chips.
You know, and so it's not, but it's not about, it's about the craft. It's about the vision.
Right.
It's about the purpose. I'm in the entertainment industry because this was my assignment.
Exactly.
What I wanted to do is not this.
Right.
So, I mean, me and my plans, but you know, they got a saying. They say, if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plan. And so I was telling them all my plan and everything. And
I never heard that.
When you ever hear the thunder and the lightning, that's God rolling around going, yeah, right. Shut up, bobblehead.
Right, yeah.
I got something better for you.
So they got you to New York.
So they got me to New York, and I was doing the show, and we were doing really, really well. And then one of the guys who had convinced me, along with my husband, to do the show, he got very ill. And this is a business based on relationships. And so, my friends kept me working, or the people who say they are my friends, and I trust that they are because they would keep me working. And so he got really sick. And it was kind of like when he got sick, it was like the crazy people running the asylum.
Mm-hmm.
And so they come rolling into New York, talking real crazy to me, talking about, we want to change the direction of the show, and we want people to come on the show and cuss and throw things. And I said, because some of these people really need to be cussed out, and they said, no. Not you. We want the guests to come in and do that.
Now, for people who don't know or may have missed the show, tell people what the show was about, what the premise of the show.
The name of the show was Forgive or Forget. The premise of the show is to bring somebody on the show to either ask for an apology, demand an apology, set the record straight, get DNA tests. It was to heal a rift in a relationship, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, relationships, husbands and wives, girlfriends and boyfriends, people who just had a problem and they couldn't get to a point where they could forgive one another, forget about the situation, and move on.
So they wanted you to take it on down to the Jerry Springer level where they were fist fighting and hair pulling.
And I said, no.
And knocking those bitches all over the place.
I'm like, no, this is why they got here. This is why they're on the show in the first place.
Right.
And so the integrity of the show, in my opinion, it's difficult to have any kind of credibility when you got a show called Forgive or Forget,
right,
with a host named Mother Love, and you gonna come in here and act a fool. Now, no, you're not coming. That's like coming in my house, putting your feet up on my furniture, eating out my refrigerator, running on my phone bill. No, it's not getting ready to jump off.
And did they want you to referee it too? Get in the middle?
And I'm like, it's not getting ready to jump off. And then they go, well, you should just stand. I said, that's not gonna happen.
Right.
I would not allow anybody. And you asked me. You said, make this your own. Make it so people will want to watch it. I mean, and they start complaining about all kind of little stuff, and I'm like, y'all need to, calm y'all happy self down, and quit carrying on like this. We got a good show. We're doing well in the ratings. So then they unceremoniously fired me.
Woo!
They sent me a fax.
A fax? They didn't even call your ass?
They didn't even call me up and say, Mother Love, you kicked to the curb. They sent me a fax. So, and they did it over Thanksgiving break. So everybody on the staff was gone off a break. And then another thing, too, I don't think they appreciated the camaraderie of the people on the show, and all of us everybody who worked on the show. Like I said, you guys don't work for me. We work together. My job is to be the host. Like my hair and makeup and wardrobe people, they would like freak out because there was no mirror for me to look at before I went on stage. I didn't. What I need a mirror for? Your job is to do my hair. Your job is to do my makeup. Your job is to do my wardrobe.
So
if my wig had to sit on the back of my head, that's your job. If my clothes look crazy and my bra ain't fitting, that's your job. If my makeup is all sideways and I'm looking like a clown, that's your job. I'm not asking you to tell me how to host this show. I shouldn't have to tell you how to do your job.
Oh my God, they must have been so scared because they didn't know whether you liked it or not.
No, they had to do their job.
Right.
When I saw myself on camera, when we first walked out, fine and dandy. If it doesn't look right, that's on you.
Yeah.
You don't want to put them funny looking clothes on me. And so that shouldn't have been something I should have to worry about. I shouldn't have to worry about lighting. Like you should not have to worry about whether or not I'm going to give a good performance and draw out the best in these guests.
Exactly.
And I understand this business and I understand but I can be I could be compassionate and loving.
Right.
And it wasn't going to be just for television, because that's not who I am.
Right.
If I want people to understand and believe this, then they got to see me.
Right.
Well,
so what happened when they fired you over the break?
They fired me over what did I do? I said, well, y'all got to pay me because I am under contract.
Okay.
So now what you want to do? Now it doesn't make sense to pay me and then to pay somebody else. And I knew it was coming because I'm the kind of person, I stand up for what I believe in.
Right.
I'm not going to, you can't just dangle $1 million in front of me and expect me to just bite it. Now maybe 20 million, you might have a shot.
I might be nibbling.
I might be nibbling. I might be nibbling. But like I said, I've never chased the money.
Yeah.
And so it was about the integrity of the show.
Right.
It was about the respect that I could give as a host to the guests that came on the show. They were coming into my living room,
right.
So to speak. And it's almost like you guys are like getting a chance to eavesdrop.
Exactly.
And I didn't ever want to lose that comfort zone with me. And so they said, well, this is our show and we'll do with it what we want and you can't. I said, you know what, sir? You are absolutely right. This is your show and you can do with it what you want. But I walked in here, Mother Love, with my reputation intact, and I will walk out of here with my reputation intact. And then they wanted me to lie and say I just walked away from a job that was tailor-made for me. And I got to tell you this, and this is how come I know I did the right thing. I did the right thing for standing up for the integrity of the show, for those young people that worked on that show, for every guest that ever came on that show, for every advertiser, because it has been 11 years and people still in 2010 have a passion for it. You know what they're shocked about? That it's been 11 years.
Yeah, I was too. Because remember when I talked to you, I said, it was a couple years ago.
It's been 11 years.
I can't believe it.
And the integrity of it, the passion for it. And then we said, well, let's try to work it out. They said no. I said, okay, thank you very much. Thank you for playing. Moving on.
And then they replaced you with...
no, they did not replace me.
What happened?
I don't want people to keep getting this twisted.
Happened?
First of all, I cannot be replaced.
There you go. That's for sure.
What they did was they fired me and they hired another woman to host the show. And it didn't do well. And they tried to blame me for it. And I was not going... You know how hard it is for women in this business?
It really is.
It's really difficult for women in this business. I don't care if you black, white, green, pink with purple dots. If you're a woman, they want to put you in a box. Then they said, well, we want you to go on TV and we want you to get into this, like this... for lack of a better term, a pissing contest with her, and go. I said it's not getting ready to jump off. And I spent 3.5 years of my career, every place I went on the road, defending their right to fire me and defending her right to take that job. And no, I wasn't gonna browbeat her. I wasn't gonna be rude and disrespectful to her or anybody else in this business.
Right.
And that's what this is a business based on control and fear. And they forgot to tell me that when they brought me from Cleveland.
Isn't that something? See, that's very interesting. You're hearing the inside scoops, people, from a veteran. And this is what she's saying. It's a business based on control and fear. Now, what do you, for young people who are just getting started, what words of advice would you give someone if it's based on control and fear? What would you say? How do you handle that?
Well, see, nowadays, because of our new technology, it's not as fierce as it was when we were coming in, because you can build your own brand. You can, with the information age, I've been able to expand my brand globally. And so what I would say to young people is know what your brand is, know what your foundation is, know where your line is, know what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do in this business, because that's why they want them young and dumb, so they don't know anything. Know your brand, own your brand, this name was kind of ticked off too when I came, because Mother Love is a registered trademark. Okay, but it's been a registered trademark since I came up with it, and that was 30-something years ago.
Right.
And so they were like, well, we're going to need to control your name, image, and likeness. And I was like, I don't even know what the heck that means, but it didn't even sound right. It didn't
sound good.
And so nowadays,
now,
it
when
is
you
imperative.
say brand, for people who don't know what that means, know your brand, control your brand. Explain what that means.
I am Mother Love. I know what my brand is. Mother Love is who I am. It's what I do. I give advice to the lovelorn. I speak to you about your personal life. Mm-hmm. I stay in my lane. I'm not trying to see. And it depends
so
on
important
whose hands
saying.
it's in.
So
whose
important.
hands is it in? A basketball in my hand is worth $3.95. Mm-hmm. A basketball in LeBron James's hand is worth $400 million. So what I give, people can do what I do. They just can't mother love it like I can mother love it. And so I know what my brand is. My brand is trust. It's honesty. Mm-hmm. It's respect. Mm-hmm. It's a foundation. And I know how important that is. When everybody was going through this tough economic crisis, and then I found out that me being Mother Love, I was a frontline luxury as a motivational speaker and as an author, because they were like, we can't pay you for that. We got to try to pay for this and that, and we got to downsize. So I had to go in a different direction, as a motivational speaker. And so,
did you change your brand?
I didn't change my brand. I expanded my brand, and I expanded my brand to go into an avenue and an arena that I know about, and that's diabetes.
And how would you expand your brand if you were, so you're still keeping who you are, you have a brand, but you're just kind of exploring a different avenue.
I'm not exploring. I'm not exploring anymore. I am entrenched in this. I am entrenched in the diabetes community. I am one of the people that people go to and have me come to them to talk to people in their workplace, at their hospitals, in their churches, in their temples, at their schools, at the universities, for their nonprofits, because I live with type 2 diabetes every day. I have this disease, and so it helps keep me on track to manage it. And I watch the epidemic that it is in this country and how it's taking so many of our young talent, because when you got to focus on your health and you got to focus on eating, you got to focus on insulin, you got to focus on going to the doctor, when do you focus on your dream? When do you start living your dream? And when does diabetes not control your life? And how do you incorporate better management in your everyday life so that you can live a healthy lifestyle and you can live with a better quality of life? And so I'm the living example. I wasn't trying to be the poster child for diabetes.
Right. When were you diagnosed with diabetes?
In 1990. I had quit smoking cigarettes and I gained 40 pounds, and I thought it was because I could taste food. I was like, ooh, potatoes. Ooh, that's what a pork chop tastes like. Whoa! And then I gained 40 pounds, and then I started to exhibit the symptoms, and I knew what they were because everybody in my family just about has some form of diabetes. There's type 1, gestational, type 2 here, BD there, BD everywhere is diabetes. And so I figured when I left Ohio, I was leaving all that madness behind. Right. Because now I'm in California. I'm one of the beautiful people. And beautiful people don't get sick. They don't care nothing about you leaving and going no place if you don't take care of your health.
Right.
And then I was out here taking care of everybody else and nurturing everybody and loving everybody. And Mother Love is on the back burner.
Right.
I'm not paying attention to what's going on inside of my body. And so I had to stop and take control of my life and my health. How I'm going to tell you about how to, well, baby, now this is what you need to do about thus and so. And I got one foot on a banana peel and the other one in the grave because I want to eat up everything on the menu. But thank you, called again.
Oh, there you go. We got to talk about that later. Now, a diabetes awareness. You say making your PhD. What is that?
That's my 2010 theme. Every year I have a theme since I've been doing this. So this year's theme, my Mother Love theme, is making your PhD, making your personal health decisions. You taking control. I mean, we can have, if I could wave my magic Mother Love wand and everybody has paid up health care, I will guarantee you 90% of these people are not going to go to the doctor on a regular basis because I hear this every day. Well, I don't want the doctor telling me no bad news. Well, if you don't take your behind into the doctor, you're going to get some bad news, you bobo head.
Right.
If you don't go and get a mammogram, you could lose one of them suckers. Now,
That's
come on.
right.
I mean, did I just,
No, you can say anything you want to say on this show.
But I'm just saying, we have to take control. When we walk in the doctor's office, the doctor doesn't wave his hands and go, hamina, Priscilla, I can tell you got bursitis in your shoulder. The doctor's going to say, how you doing today? And if you go, I'm fine, well, what you doing there? They're going to get their money for the doctor visit, so you might as well.
You got to tell them. That's like Albert, my husband Albert over there. We go into the doctor and they say, so how are you? Fine. And that's all he says. I'm like, you got to tell him, you got to tell him what's wrong.
Exactly. And I talk to people on a human level. Because I deal with this every single day. If your foot is going numb, and it's numb for more than 10 days, you need to go to the doctor. If you see little spots in your eyes, you need to go to the doctor.
Well, what do you do, Mother Love? I mean, I know you can't solve this problem, but what do you do? Like, a lot of my guests are actors, and they can't afford health care. They don't have health care. There used to be free clinics. There's no free clinics anymore. How do you tell someone to go to the doctor when there's no money?
When you don't have any money. And you don't have insurance. And I've been very open with people. My insurance has been very limited because I have a pre-existing condition.
Oh.
Yeah. And when you work in the entertainment industry, if you're after a SAG, you have to make a certain amount of money this year to be eligible for next year. And then if you're on a family plan, it goes up like $2 and you could be $1 short and you don't get health care. So it's crazy.
It really is.
And so what I say to people who don't have health care, you really need to be the ones making your PhD and making sure that you are eating well, that you're moving your body. That I'm not saying go out here and join some gym because I shouldn't say I hate the gym, but they funky, sweaty places, and I don't know where these people been.
You can pick up some diseases.
Some kind of corruption.
You can get a paper cut and kill your ass.
Now see, and we just don't want to have that.
It's true.
But do something. Get up and move and do something. Find something that you like to do. Do something different.
And that doesn't mean lifting that damn Snickers bar like I do either. And
no.
You know I do it.
No.
And Mother Love's giving me the eye over here.
I'm just saying, Albert, look, I got something for that.
Oh, he hides all my sweets from me.
But,
I have to go cruising through the house looking for...
it's not so much that you can't eat sweets or it's make a personal health decision about is what's more important, me having my eyesight now or when I'm 67 or 85 or me eating a Snickers bar because it tastes good. Let me tell you something. The really skinny bony people would say nothing tastes better than being thin. Nothing tastes good enough for me to eat to blow out my kidneys, lose my eyesight, sit up on kidney dialysis, lose a lower limb. Having to take the injections 4 times or something a day, measuring your blood level. Exactly. Yeah. So you have to make a personal choice. You have to say, my life and my health and the quality of my life is important enough to me. Not your husband, not your children, them ungrateful people that spend up all your money, taking up all your resources, running up your air conditioner. Oh, that's my son. Okay. But I'm just saying, you have to make sure because you are important to Albert. Absolutely. He loves you. Yes. And how dare you be so irresponsible with your health and your life that so what about Albert? What he gonna do? What he gonna do? But keep in mind that even though I weigh more than Albert, I have never had high blood pressure. I have never had high cholesterol. And Mr. Albert was diagnosed with a very high cholesterol. So genetics also plays a part, right? Just goes to show you. It doesn't matter about how big or small, fat or tall, thick or thin. It doesn't matter. Health. what skin you're in, but if you don't take care of your body, your body will shut down.
Right.
Your body will break down. When the little bitty skinny one bone chicks roll up into the diabetes seminars and they go, well, mother love, I didn't think I would ever get anything like that. I only weigh 90 pounds soaking. What I'm like, it's an equal opportunity destroyer.
That's
it doesn't care.
Because Albert is imperfect. He weighs exactly what he's supposed to weigh for his height, and his triglycerides were through the roof because he likes to eat beef jerky. So just because you're skinny, that does not mean you can eat 2 bags of beef jerky.
But I brought my triglycerides down to 150.
True. Oh, yes.
Very good.
His triglycerides were 1,032. He was ready
he was
to
a
drop
stroke waiting to
dead.
happen.
He was happy. He's like, when I get up, I feel dizzy. I see stars.
Well, yeah.
I'm like,
I like astronomy.
Okay, but not like that. Not to the point that you get ready to cross over to the other side.
So just that's Mother Love makes a good point there when she says just because you weigh what you're supposed to weigh does not mean that you don't have something going on. So look for the signs. He started feeling dizzy and was tipping over. He had high triglycerides, you know.
And that's why it's important to know your numbers.
Exactly.
You need to know what your weight is. When the doctor told me I was morbidly obese, and I'm like, wait, hey, I'm not morbidly obese. I'm zostic. I'm juicy.
Yes.
I'm fluffy. I'm pleasingly plump.
I call myself Priscilla Fluffyfoot.
See, we know all of the words.
And let me tell you something. Speaking on behalf of people who are large, I find that in my life, most large people, they can tell you everything that you need to know about how to diet, what exercises to do, and what you need to do it. But we just didn't do it. But we could run our own personal gym because we've studied it for years, because we've been trying to diet, we've been trying to lose weight, and we have looked at everything you can possibly do and have done several diets. So I could put somebody on a diet plan, they could lose a ton of weight, but I just can't do it, and that's like some psychological,
it's not
physiological. But maybe I can do it one
It's not
day.
that you can't do it.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
that
put
I'm
anything
self-indulgent.
and you put but you know what it is.
Yeah.
And once you know what it is, then you know what to tackle. A lot of people won't even say, I'm self-indulgent.
Oh, yes, I am.
You know,
I hate it.
You know. If you hated it enough, you know.
It would do it. I know. I would do it. So something's going to break sooner or later. Now, you say stepping into your life, let your light shine. What is that?
Each and every one of us, we are not here by happen chance. I don't care how many baby mama, baby daddies you got. I don't care nothing about Big Mama. I don't care about who left you, what they said. You are not here by happen chance. And there is something that you do, every single person in your listening audience, every single person on the planet, there's something that you do just a little bit better, a little bit smarter, a little bit cooler than anybody else. You have to step into that light. And so many of us, so many people are so fearful. And I know what I'm talking about because I too was fearful when they kept saying, no, you should be on the radio. You should be on TV. I'm like, you should go get off them drugs and talk to somebody real serious about that high you on. Right. And I couldn't see myself doing that because that wasn't my plan. But I tell you, I'm a faith-based person. I truly, truly believe in God and the Spirit and the power of prayer. And when God has a path for you, most people are unhappy in their lives because they don't follow their path. That's right. They're too afraid of failing. You know what success is? Getting up one more time than you fall.
That's right.
Now I've been pushed down, kicked down, knocked down, dragged out, beat up, toe up from the floor up, but I got up one more time than they knocked me down. And that's what I consider me to be successful, because I'm not just going to put my light up under a bushel.
But what about people who suffer from depression? A lot of people in the entertainment business do. They're either bipolar or they suffer from depression. I know they've talked to me about it. Aside from, a lot of them don't stay on their medication and they try to work it out on their own. What advice do you have for people who, they've sent out 5,000 headshots, they can't get an audition, they can't seem to get a break? How do they let their light shine?
They're not going to get a break because they're just doing the peripheral. You're doing the peripheral. I have never sent out 5,000 headshots. I don't think I've had 5,000 headshots in the whole 30-something years I've been in the entertainment industry. Because you're not doing the inner work. Yeah. You're not facing what it is that you're facing. A lot of people are in this business to hide from something, to push something down, to push something away. A lot of people in this industry suffer from severe shyness, and they feel like they shine on stage. Get on the stage and shine. Once you get off the stage and you start having these inner workings and these voices in your head, and a lot of them don't know how to turn the voices off, the voices from their childhood. You're not going to be anybody. Who you think you are? What do you think you are? Well, who do you think? You just can't do. And when you don't turn the voices off, when you don't take control, you keep hearing the voices. You keep seeing that, and you're always looking for approval. Most people don't approve of themselves, and because they don't approve of themselves, and you even said it earlier, I'm self-indulgent and I hate that. You don't hate it, because
that's true.
That's just some lip service. That's peripheral.
You are correct, because I do have some Kentucky Fried Chicken. I've been thinking about this whole interview, and I feel bad about it, Mother Love.
No, you don't.
No, I don't, because
really
I'm thinking about whether I should microwave it or toast it. Oh God, she's breaking me down. She's breaking me down.
But you asked me, and that's another problem. Well, I don't look at it as a problem, because people will come to me and they say, Mother Love, what about so and so and such and such? This is what I've learned to do. What I've learned. I say to them now, do you want to vent? Or do you want me to help you find a solution? Now, if you want to vent, baby, come sit here next to me. Lay your head in my lap. Come on, baby, get out. I got some tissue. Come on, blow your nose on my skirt. I got it. It's all cotton. All the snot will come out. Don't worry. Don't get it out. Come on, get it out. Yes, and he's the low life. Yes, baby, I know. Yes. And she just taking all your money. Now, you feel better? Blow your nose, because you're going right back to that guy that you just told me was the piece of scum.
I know.
You're going right back to that woman who spent up all your money, and you say she a junior crackhead. So, are you venting, or do you want a solution?
I want a solution.
No, you're venting.
I'm venting. Yeah, it's true. I do like to vent. I already know the solution. Now, what is this not the new 35 fabulous at 50? That's exciting to me.
Let me tell you something. When I hit 35, I thought I was, as the kids would say, it was on and crack-a-lacking.
Crack-a-lacking.
One of the things that prompted me to change my lifestyle and to adopt a healthy lifestyle was my sister dying at 51 years old. And people in my family, my mother died at 59, my sister at 51, my brother at 39, my father at 51. At 44, they amputated my baby sister's leg. And I'm like, I'm not going down like that. I'm going to take control of my health. And I wanted to get to my 50th birthday, and I wanted to be fat. And my doctor goes, well, longevity don't run in your family, Mother Love. So if I was you, this is the same one told me I was morbidly obese.
Oh, okay.
He said, if I were you, I'd do something about that lifestyle, because, longevity doesn't run in your family. I was like, Lord, let me get to 50. Yeah. And when I turned 50 and my blood glucose numbers were down and my weight was down, I never had high blood pressure, and I never had high cholesterol. And the doctors would always say, you don't have high blood pressure. You don't have high cholesterol. I'm like, can I just have one malady at a time? Can you just let me deal with the diabetes?
I know. It's almost like they're disappointed. Every time I go, they look at me. The new doctors, when you go and you haven't had, they're like, oh, no, she's just ate up with some type of disease.
She got this diabetes.
She's got this and that. And then after the tests come back, they're like, they don't understand.
Have they double checked your test and go, well, there's got to be something wrong with your heart.
Yes.
You got to have high blood pressure. My blood pressure 118 over 70.
God, I know. They give me electrode. They put me on everything. They do chest test and heart test, and they want to put me through this machine that searches for things that
you don't even have.
I don't even have, because they know I'm just ate up with something.
You got to have
I'm in perfect health, and I'm like, I am woman, and I'm in perfect health. Leave me alone. And then I get the bill. So that's what they want.
See, that's what happened. They said, well, get this bill. Now you're going to have a heart attack.
I know. Now, you've got 3 books. Tell me about your 3 books. I want to know the title and briefly.
My first book was called Listen Up, Girlfriends, Lessons on Life from the Queen of Advice, How to Have a Good Relationship with Everybody, Including Yourself. The second book was based on the TV show Forgive or Forget. Never underestimate the power of forgiveness. And we cited some of the instances from the show and instances in other people's lives where forgiveness and moving on really, really helped them, and to let go of grudges. And my third book that I just wrote, it's been out about a year or so. It's called Half the Mother, Twice the Love, My Journey to Better Health with Diabetes.
Now, where can we get these books if we wanted to get these books?
You actually can go to my website at motherlove.us.
Yes, .us.
That's us. That's right. You in the United States. That's us. Motherlove.us, and you can order the book online.
Motherlove.us. Now, which is your favorite book? I know they're all your favorites, but all right, for all intents and purposes for this show, which one would you recommend my listeners read first? Because you want all 3, but which one would they get first?
I would.
Or if their asses are poor and can only afford one, which one?
Get one.
Because you know all my listeners are poor, rubbing 2 cents together.
Look, robbing Peter to pay Paul. I understand it completely. They doing all kind of electrical stuff. We can go out here and steal the lights from the city. Just plug
I gotta either pay the lights or buy Mother Love's book.
Right.
Which one?
I would say don't make that choice. Go to the library because they're all in the library.
Oh, great.
And I would say read them in succession. Read the first one and the second one and the third one. And then my fourth book that we're working on now is going to be a cookbook.
Oh.
It's going to be how to modify all those fat-laden dishes that you love from your childhood that'll slam your arteries shut. Like I make a sugar-free peach cobbler and blueberry cobbler, 2 different cobblers, but a peach cobbler and a blueberry cobbler.
How do you make that without any sugar?
I got the secret ingredient. I make a macaroni and cheese that does not elevate your blood sugar.
Get out of here.
Honey, just can you not come in? Just here at Easter time, I had to make 2 pans.
But does it taste good?
Oh, it's off the chain. It's off the chain. I make a slamming black and salmon salad that people say, I don't eat salmon, but I like this, Mother Love. Breakfast tacos, breakfast wraps, all kind of. It
really is a matter of you can eat the same foods, but you change up how you fix them. I know. I watch all those shows on HGTV, and it's like sweeten it with fruit juice and
or applesauce.
Applesauce.
The other day I came up with one. It's you have to look on the website and get it because it was to pour over. You could put it on chicken.
Do you have it on the motherlove.us website?
No, I'm going to put it up on the website because I just invented it the other day.
Okay.
And have to test drive it on my friends unwittingly because they'll eat. I could feed them a fried air sandwich and they would eat it because they know it's not going to be fried air.
Is this a pie or a cake?
It's going to be a base. It's a sauce that you can put on. Oh my God. I scared myself.
You know what your next venture is? I'm going to throw it out to you.
Give it to me.
HGTV, a cooking show.
All right, I received that.
Hey, HGTV,
I shot a pilot called Cooking with Mother Love.
What, recently?
Yeah, last year we shot a pilot called Cooking with Mother Love. I got a couple of them out there. There's one up on YouTube called Home Run with Mother Love. Think of it as the nanny for grown people, like the grown people that don't want to leave their mama house, living in the mama basement, sleeping on your mama couch, and you 40 years old. That would be some of my listeners, yes. Yeah, that's some of y'all. Y'all need to come on this show. And what's our tag? When mother moves in, they move out.
Oh, I think that was a show, wasn't there? I watch so many reality shows, they all blend together. Now, what advice do you have, because we only have like 3 minutes left, what advice do you have for what advice do you have for 2 minutes? Ronan's like, no, it's 2 minutes. What advice do you have for our guests that are young, they're up and coming, and they want to reach the level of success that you had? What do you tell them? What motivation?
Work on your craft.
The actors, the singers,
work
the dancers.
on it every single day. Dedicate an hour, dedicate 2 hours every day since I've been in the entertainment industry. Every day I work on my career. Every day I work on my craft, whether it's writing, coming up with new speeches, with new recipes, speaking engagements. I do something every day to work on it. Even on Sundays, this one over here, I told him I don't do Sundays and I don't do December. And he goes...
Well, hey, you never know what good things happen on a Sunday like this show.
Work on it every day and don't have a funky attitude about it because you never know who you're entertaining.
That's right.
And you don't have to be on all the time.
Right.
But work on your craft and remember this is a business. It's called show business. You have the talent, then learn the business.
Focus on the business.
Understand your brand. Don't get so caught up in it that you lose your soul because I've watched this business that's why they take young people. I watch them take their soul, take their spirit, chew them up and spit them out. You have to know who you are, whose you are, and what you're willing to do. You have to know that. I can't know that. I can't say for you, Priscilla, well, this is as far as you can go. The sky's the limit.
Right.
And I always push young talent. I always push them when they call me and they ask me for advice and what do you think I should do? And, and there was a young woman from Cleveland, my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. She came, her friend brought her to my house and said, I want you to meet a real star. I want you to meet a real star. Because just because you cute don't mean you're going any place. When make a long story short, she came to my house. I told her, you need to get out of Cleveland. She came to Hollywood and she won an Academy Award. Her name is Halle Berry.
Hey now! Halle Berry. Sorry, get out of Oh my God, that's incredible.
You know, you have to. And for those of us who are in front of the young people, I would say encourage them. Teach them the right way.
Right.
Teach them, guide them, and direct them. And if you can't do anything else but be, what's the name? Be the wind beneath their wings, and let them fly. Let them fly away. If they fly away, they fly away. I don't want anything from any of them except for them to succeed.
There you go. We are good. On that note of flying, we are going to be flying out of here. But first, we want you to go to motherlove.us or motherlovebenefits.
No, just motherlove.
Just motherlove. Oh, okay. Motherlove.us. Motherlove.us. You heard it from Mother Love. You can't get better advice from your mother, and you can't get better advice from Mother Love. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great time. Say bye, Mother Love.
See you later. You say goodbye to dead people.
Say bye, Albert.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Do you usually have one too many cocktails? Feel bloated? Do you poop out at parties? If you answered yes to one or more of these questions, you need the Face-to-Face NYC Betty Ford Spa Treatment. Face-to-Face NYC is the only place you'll be able to get the Betty Ford Spa Treatment. This 12-step program was designed to energize and detoxify your entire body. The spa treatment begins with a 45-minute body-melting massage, followed by a 15-minute hot oil hair and scalp massage. You detoxify under a warm foil wrap, and the freshman facial is applied. You will be so relaxed, we may have to scrape you right off the table. And for a limited time, if you mentioned you heard about us from Priscilla Leona on Question Reality Radio, you will get a whopping 30% off the Betty Ford Spa Treatment. Face-to-Face NYC is located at 20 West 20th Street, Suite 603, New York City. Call us today at 212-633-0404 or visit our website at www.facetofacenyc.com for more details. That's 212-633-0404 or facetofacenyc.com.